So here it is, it's your opportunity from the 1st to the 21st of December to install 6 new habits over 21 days. Now all of these habits are going to down-regulate the nervous system in a way that makes it feel safe, makes you feel safe. You are it. It is the pacemaker of your life, if you like. And if you know each time of the year that Christmas comes round, you feel the intensity can almost drag you through the situation without any control over it. See this as an opportunity to just put in some points of reset through the day, some consistency with doing that, and let's see if it changes your experiences, and maybe it'll change your pain too. If you're interested in following this process, watch the video, ask some questions. If you've got questions to ask, I'll do my best to answer them. But commit to the process, engage in it, get emotionally attached to it in a way that feels that you're responsible for your own behaviour, and watch what results occur. Six habits, 21 days, Christmas version. So this is time of year that lots of people get triggered, lots to do, time constraints, financial constraints, maybe meeting people and getting together with people that you may or may not like, or you find it challenging yourself. There's times of years where families get together, you want to have a good time, you want other people to have a good time, and it's a classic time where people feel a little bit overloaded. And if you have pain, it's a time that a lot of people's external stresses and internal pressures, if you like, can be the things that trigger their pain. So this is just a process where you're going to see if you can tap into a calming mechanism from 6 choices each day. I'll take you through the process, see if you can commit to it, see if you can be curious about considering it, and let's have a go. Okay, so you're going to choose 6 habits. I'm going to go through them and through the detail of them in the different categories. You're going to write them down. When you write them down, it starts to neurally wire the process, the anticipation of what's coming up in your brain. You're going to choose the best phase of the day. We're going to go through this. You're going to choose the reward or the celebration for each of these behaviours, and that's like a dopamine hit of motivation for your brain and body to do it again. You're going to visualise the behaviours you're selecting for yourself. You're going to aim for 4 out of the 6 each day, and that gives you a little bit of flexibility in the system. We're going to cover like a little 2-day reset. You're going to relax if you miss a day. It's no problem missing anything. You're going to stop after 21 days and you're going to observe what happens for the next 21 days after that. That's the process. So let's go into each detail and drill down a little bit. So you're going to just choose one tiny behaviour in each category and write them down. So you're going to do something that's a thought, thinking about something to take the nervous system down. You're going to do a breathing mechanism that takes the nervous system down. You're going to move in a way that takes the body towards safety. You're going to do something that feels authentically calm, soothing, relaxing for the body. You are going to feel something. You're going to check in with how you feel. You're going to predict how you're going to feel in the future. And you're going to do something with joy. Now, all of these things are categorized in a way that give a spectrum of experiences for the nervous system, and all of them can feel a bit counterintuitive at a time when the nervous system is normally being upregulated, and it's good, anticipating getting a lot busier. So let's take think first of all. You can use an authentic thought. You can copy one of the ones I've suggested, and I gave you a selection, or you can choose something for yourself. Today is going to be a great day. If you're not too sure how it is, say somehow at the end of it, it opens the possibility for your brain to look at how it could be a great day, and it starts looking for that. You could use Dr. Howard Schubin's statement, I'm safe, I'm healthy and strong, there's nothing seriously wrong with me, I am fine. You can almost state an affirmation, my nervous system is healthy and strong. You don't have to believe these things. The habit is wiring a behaviour to a feeling, and the other feelings that come in the day will start to link these statements to those feelings. I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, I'm powerful, I'm successful, I'm in harmony, I'm whole, I'm perfect, I'm loving. All of them, or none of them, or one of them, do what you feel you can state in the tiniest way. Or This is a little bit more abstract. This is like Louise Hay, as I pulled it from her work. I'm willing to release the pattern within me that's creating the pain. So you choose an authentic thought as one of these behaviours. You're going to choose a breathing pattern that you like. There's a 2-minute breathing pattern you should be familiar with. If you're not, search on the YouTube channel where this is posted and you'll find a 2-minute breathing pattern. There's a 3-breath sandwich, which is before, during and after any event that you choose to do it. As you boil the kettle, whilst the kettle's boiling, after it's finished. When you're going to lift something, as you lift it and as you finish lifting it. When you go meet someone, take 3 breaths. As you meet them and you're in the meeting, it might be triggering, you take 3 breaths. And as it finishes, you take 3 breaths. So you're bracketing how your body interprets these potentially wired or triggered situations. It's a physiological sigh, which is a double sniff. And a long out breath. You can do a couple of those. You do square breathing. You can look these up on the internet, 4-4-5-5. So you almost take an in breath, hold, out breath, hold for 4 seconds or 5 seconds. You can do breathing technique 6, 7, 8. You breathe in for 6 seconds, you'd hold for 7, and then count of 8 on the way out. It's a longer out breath, and there's a physiological mechanism you're tapping into to do that. You can use Wim Hof breathing technique if you like. So using a breathing technique that takes the nervous system down. Next, you're going to do movement. A simple movement, a walk, could be moving your body to a safe place, could be a gentle physical activity, could be a meditation, so you're respecting the body in that moment and taking it down. Or it could be a bit more vigorous, because you know it feels good, but you've got to be careful about using the adrenaline system to get your relaxation, because you've got lots of that going on at the moment, and they're the default. So you are allowed to use that if you know you've got something particular that makes you feel good and it doesn't provoke anything. So that's all right. It's not like really restrictive. You're allowed to use any of those things, but I want you to think if you could use something calming for your body that's movement based. And if you can't move without any pain, imagine it. Let's look next. So the next part is feel. You're going to check in with how you feel. Emotionally, if you like. How do I feel? Where do I feel that? Where are the sensations I'm feeling from that recent argument? Or I've been at work all day, or just been thinking about things I've got to do. Where do I feel that? And allow yourself just to notice where those feelings are without any reaction, without any resistance. Just let the body feel that. What you're doing is you're creating the space for your body to metabolize those chemicals in the presence of the anticipation and perhaps the predictions of how you've normally reacted, but you're not running away from that, or fighting, or freezing in the presence, or fawning. You're just allowing the body to feel that. Then you're going to predict the future for yourself. So you're holding an image of yourself in the 22nd day, when this process is over, or the 31st day, any time in the future around Christmas, a meeting, an event, a celebration, you'll be with people, how you want this to go, seeing yourself laughing and smiling and getting through it, really enjoying the experience. And you invest in the wiring that prepares the brain and body for what's coming in the way that you choose. Notice how it feels, notice what you'd look like. Bring the places, times, events, people, feelings, situations. Bring it to life before it's even happened, and you can do that every day too. And then you can. The last one is doing something that brings you joy. It doesn't really matter what this is. It has to be authentic. It could be playing a music and an instrument. It could be having time with your friends, phoning someone, having a coffee with them, doing something in the smallest way that brings you joy. Again, you can imagine it. If you can't do it, use different things you've done in the past or things you'd like to do in the future. But accessing the feeling of doing that, or doing it for a couple of minutes, because you're saying to your brain that you don't, and your body, that you don't need to wait for pain to go before you can feel these feelings. You're going to choose the best phase of the day, right? Best phase of the day. Now, the first part of our day, 0 to 8 hours from waking, we're adrenalized, so it needs focus and intent. It comes naturally. The second half of the day, it's more serotonergic, more relaxing and winding down. So place the behaviours at times of the day where you think they're best fit. So you can see from this example, you might have the statement in the first part of the day, you might do the breathing, you might do the movement, you might check in after lunch with yourself, you might have some time in the night where you anticipate this future version of self, and you might do something joyful for yourself. It doesn't have to be exactly like that. Look at another version, you can mix it up as you like, it's entirely down to you. But you're trying to place it at times that fit the more focused time of the day or the more relaxed time of the day. You're going to decide how you celebrate or you reward. Now, this has to be authentic too. You can scream yes if you want, but you can say it quietly, yeah, you've done it. You could breathe through the activity because you're creating a feeling of reward that's almost the motivation dopamine hit that the brain likes with a new behaviour that's not familiar. That familiarity and the motivation to do it again comes through reward. That reward system of, yeah, well done, Drew. This is good, I'm doing it. Wow, I've done it. Yeah, great, that was good, I've done it. Yes. It doesn't matter if you miss the before, during and after. At least if you can do it afterwards. It's helpful if you do before, during and after and you appreciate the moment and maybe present in the presence of the new behaviour. It's much more powerful neurochemically in wiring terms. These are my habits. I'll give you an example. So I'm going to do today's amazing day. Some days and some of the things I've got to do the next few weeks, I won't be doing by choice. And if I have preference to do something else, I'll do it. But on those days, maybe I'll say today's going to be an amazing day somehow. I'll just give that caveat that I don't know how it's going to come out, that I'll see greatness in that day or I've enjoyed it. But I'm going to put a caveat on those days. I'm going to do the 2-minute breathing. For those interested in the mechanism, it's non-sleep deep rest, and you can look up that in your own time, NSDR. It's a way of really resting the body without being asleep. My move activity is going to be 5 1-minute yoga positions, and it just creates a bit of stillness for me in what's quite a busy time. The feel I'm going to check in by, I'm listening to a 15-minute Joe Dispenza meditation. I've got one in mind, I've had a go at it, it feels great. I already know I'm liking it. But again, pick something for yourself that's authentic. Future, I'm going to imagine ringing a bell on the 21st of December. And it's something important to me. And I see myself doing that, or the person I'm going to be with doing that bell, because it represents the end of some treatment. And I want to see and feel and experience that now. Because I know it's going to feel great to get to that point. The last one, I'm going to play 12 bars on the piano, and that's one of my down buttons, if you like. Just make sure I have 12 bars. I'll probably play more. It doesn't matter if I don't hit 12 bars, but the intent is to give myself something that just takes me away from everything else and something that I enjoy. And all of these things, all of your habits, all the behaviours, just make them really small. So at a challenging time from a nervous system perspective, you're not asking too much of a system where it won't allow you a little bit of compassion and time for yourself to take it down. And if you wire it and write it and commit to it and schedule it like that, it's a little bit like making a Yorkshire pudding recipe. The body knows what's coming next. It knows how to predict these nice behaviours. Once you've rewarded yourself for doing them, it starts to motivate you to do them again unconsciously. And that's the process of building a habit. So this is where mine I'm going to say, I'm going to think in the morning, it's going to be an amazing day. I'm going to do a little 5-minute yoga positions, 5 different positions, a minute each. I don't even know the name of them. It doesn't really matter. And I have a cold shower as well, 3 minutes. Wow. Have a go at that if you like. But I do that anyway. And then I'm going to get on with my day. After lunch, I'm going to just do the 2-minute breathing. Maybe in the afternoon, just check in with how I'm feeling from whatever's gone on through the day. I'm going to get home, have some tea, maybe just play a little bit of the piano. And I'm going to imagine, just before I go to bed, about this 21st ringing the bell. And that's it. So I'll write them down. I've scheduled them in the day. It doesn't have to be perfect. And that's the plan. I'm going to visualize each of those things. I've just done it as I've said them to you, as I've said each of those things. So what I suggest you do is, once you've written them down, just spend 5-10 minutes, if you like, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, imagining you doing each of the behaviours, and it's like lining dominoes up. So the next day you're going to go back and touch the first one and it falls into place. So it isn't a kind of twee exercise, it's actually neurochemically, neurologically starting to lay the pathways of your success with this procedure. This is the bit I like. It's 4 out of 6. You're allowed to leave a couple of things out each day. Some things you might not want or get a chance to do every day. So you only have to do 4 from 6 each day. You're going to reset every couple of days. So for Monday, Tuesday, I'm going to see if I can achieve this. Let's see how we get on. For Wednesday, Thursday, I'm going to go again. From Friday, Saturday, I'm going to go again. So you keep on just chunking in 2-day blocks. If you miss it or you don't quite do it, you've got another chance in the next couple of days. And so just relax. Allow the process to be quite enjoyable and curiously see if you can see engaged in the process. After 21 days, you're going to stop. You're going to observe what happens in your brain and body for the next 21 days. See if you automatically see inclined to do some of these things. And some might stick, some might not. But if any stick, it's got to be a different experience to the one you've had previously in previous Christmases. And if you're really committing to yourself, then investing in yourself for 21 days will pay you back a lot longer than the 21 days following. There's your recap. 6 habits. You write them down. Choose the best phase of the day for those things. You choose the celebration, the rewarding feeling you give yourself. You're going to visualize the behavior. You're going to aim for 4 to 6 each day. 2-day reset. Relax if you miss a day. 21 days you're going to stop, and then observe for 21 days. Let's just go for it. Let's have a go. What have you got to lose? Life's here anyway. You're going to do it anyway. This is just taking your foot off the pedal 4 times out of the day, maybe 6 times if you're able to do that, and you can do it consistently. These slides are available just by putting your phone over that little QR code. If you've got any questions, ask away for a few days before we start this. It's Christmas version is going to start on the 1st of December through to the 21st of December. I'd wish you luck if luck had anything to do with it, but it doesn't. You've got to take the steps, plan them first, and every day keep turning up. Okay, I look forward to hearing about your success.